would you stick and pick at 4, or would you rather trade down? Because this roster looks so primed to just drop a top X receiver prospect like a Marvin Harrison into that room.
It does, but I also think they need more help. They need so many players that I think you can make an argument that if you move back a little bit, you can collect more picks and then potentially move back up again the same way they did last year. If that's an option, that's the option that's most intriguing to me. So here's the hypothetical that I would throw out to you, okay? Let's say Minnesota does not go into the top 3. The top 3 teams stick and pick quarterbacks. Minnesota desperately wants a guy. They're worried about J.J. McCarthy going 6 to the Giants. They say, we're going up. So you trade back with Minnesota and you get 11, 23, and next year's first to go along with the 27th overall pick, which you already have from Houston last year in the trade down. Top half of the top 10 plays out. Marvin Harrison ends up going 5 to the Chargers or some other team. But then after that, you get one more receiver, and then there's still a guy left on the board at 7 or 8. So can you go then from 11 and trade 11 and number 66, your third round pick, to go back up to number 7 or number 8 and get the third receiver if you don't think that there's a huge gap between Harrison and those other 2 guys? That to me is the fantasy football, I'm just having a good time favorite scenario here.
And it's not even necessarily like they are bereft of picks beyond the 2 first rounders. Like they have a second round pick, their own second round pick, 35 overall. They have 3 picks in the third round, their own pick, one from the Titans and one from the Texans, and they have 104th overall in the 4th round. They're in a very unique situation that you mentioned. Like they have a franchise quarterback that they're tied to. There's a lot of good vibes around the coaching staff. There's a lot of just kind of good vibes around the building, which maybe people didn't feel that way 365 days ago. But I feel like the Cardinals are going to kind of come out of the NFL draft being like every, look at me, I'm the smartest guy in the room's like kind of favorite team from this coming season.
I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. And if you're looking at the path that you want to follow when you're a team at this stage, the Lions have given it to us. They did it. If you're starting from square one, and the Lions are even applicable here because they had an expensive quarterback as part of that. Not as expensive as Kyler Murray, but not a guy on a rookie contract, not a guy making peanuts. So what did the Lions do in year 1? They were competitive and terrible. And then in year 2, the Lions add some pieces, and we finally start to see what the vision is. By the end of the year, they're a team that you could talk yourself into them. Yeah, if they had made the playoffs, I think they could have actually like given somebody a run. Like that's where they were by the end of that season. I think that's rich for this Cardinals team this year. But if you can be a 6-11 sort of team, show real progress, and then into year 3, into 2025, it's like, all right, if we add a piece here and a piece there, and we get some growth from all of these picks that we've made, can we fight to be a wild card team? I don't think that is off the table whatsoever. And I actually think based on last year, they actually are very well positioned to try to follow that Lions blueprint here over the next couple seasons.